About a month ago, we issued a proclamation declaring Imperial Beach a welcoming city. It's a very benign proclamation, and that's it. We just said we're a welcoming city, and we love having people here. We have 47% of our residents speak a language other than English, so everyone's welcome to Imperial Beach. And more than likely, if you come to Imperial Beach, you're going to find me at the pier, and you're always welcome to surf with me. So I love Imperial Beach. I've been here since I was 7, and I've always thought it to be one of the most friendly and welcoming cities in the country.
What does it mean to be a welcoming city?
It just means that you're going to find me at the pier welcoming you to be here. We love having a diverse and inclusive city where everyone feels welcome and respected.
We haven't really spoke to these folks yet, but I assume
I actually just thank them all for coming here, because I love this country, and I love the fact that we have the right to express ourselves. That's what makes the United States of America the greatest country in the world.
Is Imperial Beach welcoming refugees from other countries? Is that?
We welcome all legal immigrants, we welcome all American citizens, and we welcome everybody to enjoy some of the best surf in the country. In fact, the surf today was firing, and I welcome people from all over the county to surf it with me. So in fact, I want people to listen to me now. IB is a friendly, welcoming city. We've got a great restaurant on the beach, C180. The surf's firing, and you should come here and spend your money and enjoy a friendly city.
Are you expecting immigrants from other countries to be?
We have, I think, one in 5 of our residents are born in another country, so we're on the U.S.-Mexico border. So generally, Imperial Beach is one of the most diverse cities, small beach cities in Southern California.
What would you say to the folks that say that it possibly bring potential terror here, or drugs, or part of a cartel?
You know, we have one of the lowest. I'm proud of the fact that under my tenure, our crime rate actually dropped over the last 2 years. We have the 3rd lowest crime rate in the county, so that's something I'm really proud of, especially since our crime rate's lower in the Coronado. So our city keeps getting more diverse, and our crime rate keeps dropping. So, you know, we have a great city. There's very few rentals available, so it's actually really hard for people to move here right now because there's very few rentals or even housing available.
Is the federal government helping with possibly supplying more folks to come to Imperial Beach?
You know, this is what I spent my day doing. I spent my day talking to the federal government about cleaning up the Tijuana River and making sure that sewage flows don't actually ruin our economy. So and if I could get help from the federal government on stopping that sewage from coming across the border, I'd be really happy. But, you know, Imperial Beach is one of the smallest and lowest budget and lowest income beach cities in Southern California. So, yeah, the federal government doesn't help us pretty much with anything here. But anyway.
Is your decision on this proclamation something that was something historically or just recently?
It was a proclamation that was proclaimed by the city. The city council has no legal bearing. It's not a policy document. And again, it was a welcoming city proclamation, like many other cities across the country and in the county have done as well.
So it's not a commitment?
You know, like I said, Imperial Beach is one of the smallest budget and lowest income beach cities in San Diego County, if not Southern California. We literally have no money, and that's why we welcome people to invest in Imperial Beach and help build the businesses, and why we love our Chamber of Commerce, our U.S. military, which is here, and we do everything we can to welcome, especially our military and our veterans.
And again, why is this so important to you?
You know, like I said, when people come to Imperial Beach, they're more than likely to see me welcoming them on the pier, and we're a very welcoming and friendly city, and I'm really proud of that, having lived here most of my life.
All right. Very good.
Very much.
Thank you, sir.
We have big problems. We have houses falling apart, communities falling apart, streets falling apart. Our beaches are closed half the time because of what comes down the river from Tijuana. We just can't handle more people like that in our community that we have to try to support. So there is movement of opposition to this proclamation. And what we ask is the proclamation be rescinded, that the proclamation be rescinded and reviewed by the City Council, that if they decide that they would like to do something further as a welcoming city, that they take it up with the public and with the community and let us vote on it.
Here's, I got a bunch of, we've got over hundreds of signatures already.
Oh, good.
So
Okay, we got some signatures. Some
More than
petitions have
that.
been floating around. So we have petitions and signatures.
we've already got almost about 300 signatures
Yeah,
already, and
good.
more coming.
There you go, 300 signatures. So we're bringing this to the mayor tonight. And our mayor is very articulate. As you see, I'm not so articulate. I'm just an old guy out of the Air Force. But, you know, I can't hear very well either. But anyway, we just can't do this in our community as a practical matter. And so we're just asking to back this up, to rescind the proclamation, to bring it to the community, talk to us about it, and let us figure out how we're going to do this along with all the other issues that we have to deal with. You know, this is not just simply a proclamation. Basically, you can put this on a sign on the city limits on Palm Avenue and Imperial Beach Boulevard and say all refugees, asylees, immigrants, check in at City Hall for help with housing, clothing, education, medical care, whatever you need. But if you live here now and you're a person in need, you're not going to find that you can just go to City Hall and get help with housing and education and medical care. So we're inviting people to come in, and we don't know who they are, and there may only be 2 or 3 of them who are terrorists or gang members, but those 2 or 3 we can't afford to handle in our community. We're taking a big chance. The law of unintended consequences is coming into play here. And as much as we are caring about all the people in the world who are in difficult situations, we also have to watch out and care for our own communities and families.
It's more of an economical thing. It's more of an economical thing, not necessarily a
Yes.
threat of terror or drugs.
That's a very good point. There's an economic issue. As the mayor said, we're a poor community. I mean, the border is right there. People can walk from the border right here to where we stand right now. And sometimes they do. We have many of them in our community as it is. So we're just asking to back up, rescind this proclamation, give us a chance to talk about it, and vote on what we want to do.
There are refugees coming from all parts of the world. The UN is asking every nation to do their part and participate. And if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're saying is Imperial Beach would like to contribute, but we just don't have the resources?
That's pretty much what it comes down to as a practical matter. We've always been welcoming. Look at our communities, look at our demographics. But the situation is getting much more out of hand, and our little city here, down in the southwest corner of the United States, right up against the border with Mexico, is all of a sudden sucked into the maelstrom of national politics over immigration. We don't need this. We just don't need this. Just let us do our sleepy little tourist thing here and leave us alone.
Anything else? I think I'm good.
Ernie, I had a quick
That was
question.
pretty good, sir.
Earlier,